Anime and manga are some of the best forms of entertainment ever to exist. Whether you read or watch, there's always going to be something for you to enjoy. And that's really the beauty of it. No matter how much anime you watch, there's going to be at least one you enjoy. You cannot say you watched 600 episodes of an anime and say you didn't like it. There's at least one particular moment that you liked or that got you hype. Whether you're a person that really just cares for a nice, heartwarming story, or a person who prefers gruesome stuff, anime has an anime for you. Or if you prefer reading, there's obviously manga. Anime versus manga is a stupid debate because we all know which one is better, but let me not get into that. Before I hop into the real video, I wanted to make this segment sort of an appreciation to anime. Now, if you watched the anime that changed my life video that I have, you would obviously know the connection to anime I have. Anime is something that can change lives, warp them into something else. And a good 99.9% of the time, it's for good. I'm so surprised I'm doing this video unscripted. And I think this is something beautiful. All the way back to the 12th century when the first quote-unquote manga was written. Anime is truly beautiful and will always be. But today I wanted to talk about the fairly new three that I really like. If I'm not mistaken, every single one was published in Shonen Jump. One was Jump Plus, but well, I'll just put it in Shonen Jump for this certain video. And these three are definitely the perfect to recommend to someone who likes a more gruesome, more realistic story. Let me take back realistic. This is anime and manga. It's not realistic. Especially these three, because these three are chaotic. But in terms of what are the best new gens, these three are. And what I mean by that is they will come up in the conversation. And which one is better is like rock, paper, scissors. These three are comparable to the big three that we know. Also, if you want to know more about the big three, I suggest you go watch Mikey's video. It's amazing. Go watch it. But unlike the big three, these take a more darker tone of a story. They aren't your normal run-of-the-mill shonen stories. They're much more than that, and they tackle real life themes that can give you life lessons. And honestly, that's the beauty. Now the big three remain iconic, see what I did there, because there will never be another three series in Shonen Jump that would be as inspirational as them. The big three are responsible for many series today, even the ones I'm talking about right now. Black Clover, MHA, the list goes on. But let's actually get into the video now. The first manga I want to talk about is Hell's Paradise. Hell's Paradise is so good so far. And yes, I mean so far because I haven't quite finished it. I'm on around chapter 97, I believe. Instead of including a series like Black Clover or MHA in here, I wanted to put Hell's Paradise. And honestly, it's weird how it doesn't get that much recognition. Compared to the other two I was talking about, it's just not as popular, even though it's up there with them. And the side characters, I love Fuchi so much. I was thinking about renaming my channel to Fuchi. But let me give you a rundown of the story. Hell's Paradise follows our two main characters, Gabimaru the Hollow and Sasagiri. Now Gabimaru is on death row. He is a ninja from a village who betrayed him. And also he has a wife back there. Now as his name suggests, everyone expects him to be, well, hollow. But he just can't. Gabimaru cares for his wife, and he learns that in the first few chapters. Now back to Sasagiri. I really hope I'm saying that right. But she's from a clan called the Yamada clan, which is a clan of executioners who decapitate people with katanas. And all of the Yamada clan are just so interesting. As I mentioned, Fuchi is one of my favorite characters, as well as Aizen, even though you know what happened to him. Genji, I didn't really like him at first, but during the end of his character, he was pretty nice. The Yamada clan are easily one of the best parts of this. Then Gabimaru and the criminals are also amazing. Not all the criminals are as bad as you would think, but most of them are pretty bad. I didn't think they would be as bad as they were, but they are death row inmates, so I mean. But eventually, our main character's paths cross, and they have a mission. To get the elixir of life off of Paradise Island, or so to seem. Now you're probably thinking, if they're inmates, how are they getting out of prison? The thing is, they're not. In fact, they have to find the elixir of life to get a free pardon. A 100% pardon, and they can walk completely free. But every criminal has a Seimon, which is another name for the Yamada clan, with them to accompany them and make sure that they don't try any funny business. But I suggest that you read it. It's amazing, and it's easily one of the best new gens I've ever read. Now, disclaimer, Jigan is the best new gen I've read. But these three just are so kind of similar, but do what they do in such a different way, I had to put them all in the same video. But anyway, next. Now, Chainsaw Man is, how do I describe this? A masterpiece. I didn't dislike anything. There was nothing wrong with the story. Everything is at least high B tier or above. The antagonists are some of the best, with Makima, Rize, etc. Even Santa Claus is good. Yes, I know she doesn't have a backstory. We didn't really see that much of her, but she was good. She fulfilled her role and did what she had to do. Anyway, yeah, let's actually talk about it now. First, we have Denji, the best new gen protagonist, by the way, who has to live to pay off his father's debt. And his debt was to the Yakuza, which, if you don't know, are basically like crime lords, but in Japan. Denji paid off his father's debt to the Yakuza by killing devils. Devils are basically incarnations of human fears. So a general fear everyone has had, like darkness, would be an extremely strong devil. Fears like zombies, ghosts, spiders, snakes, etc. All of them can be devils. Now Denji had his own little devil. The one we all know and love, Pochita. What devil Pochita was, you're asking? He was a chainsaw devil. Now obviously everyone's afraid of chainsaws because they can kill you, but it's obviously not the strongest fear in the world. But one fateful day, the Yakuza sell Denji and his pet to devils. In the heap of this madness, Pochita becomes Denji's heart, thus him becoming Chainsaw Man. Now everyone knows Fujimoto's greatness. Fire Punch and Chainsaw Man are just examples. I have yet to read Look Back. I don't know why I haven't. I've just been reading everything else. After this, Denji meets a girl named Makima. And Makima, if I do say so myself, is appealing to the eyes. Every single arc of Chainsaw Man is good, and they all feel like they did their thing, and they didn't really need to do anything else. Chainsaw Man can make you feel any emotion it wants you to. Sadness, happiness, it makes you feel hype, it makes you feel anything it wants you to. Which is just amazing, and it's genius by Fujimoto, and we know this. You could also read Chainsaw Man if you're just getting into manga, or if you've been reading manga. But last, and not least, I don't have a ranking for these three, but yes, last, we have Jujutsu Kaisen. Now, if you've just watched Jujutsu Kaisen, the anime, you would obviously think, why is it in the dark story, Big Three? Well, because the story gets a lot darker. And I love that because it shows the realness of the real world, or the realness of the world that is Jujutsu Kaisen. JJK is a story that gets hate because people don't see how good it is. People say it's generic, but we all know it's not, and it's sad to see the hate it gets. It's sad to see new gens that used to be loved now get hated because people want to be different. It's whatever though. Now Jujutsu Kaisen takes stuff from other manga, puts it into its story, and makes it new. That's the thing with Jujutsu Kaisen. Let's take the two everyone compares. Gojo from JJK and Kakashi from Naruto. They might have similarities, but they're entirely different. And if you know both characters, I don't have to explain. JJK has a standing that not a lot of anime can say they have. Shibuya is a amazing arc. It's wild. It's up there with Chimera Ant, with Marineford. It's not as good as those two, but it's somewhere up there. But hey, it's JJK, so they're obviously not going to. Jujutsu Kaisen also has an amazing female lead. But not even just the lead, they also have good female characters in general. Maki, Mai, blue-haired girl, all those three are really good. The villains are also really good. Like I'm trying not to say good, but you get what I'm saying. The villains like Mahito, Gesso are outstanding. And then the side cast like Yuta, Maki, as I said before, it's just amazing. It's good. It's very good. And these three series do everything so well, but they execute it in such different ways that it's just mind-blowing. And I highly recommend you read them, or you can watch the first 24 episodes of JJK. You can do that too, but please, I beg of you. All these 3 series are good, but I'm just fearing for people to just turn on them like they did Tokyo Revengers or JJK. But anyway, I guess whatever, it doesn't really matter. Tokyo Revengers is fine. I have it 4th or 5th right now for the new gen list I have. If you guys want that video, you can ask for it. I mean, shit, I need ideas anyway. But yeah, thank you for watching. Remember, stay hydrated, eat some food, love yourself, and Discord link in the description. Bye. Love you.